This is where Asha had a song, and right before she was going to speak.
Appropriately titled, What Might Happen.
Yeah. What might happen? That was the title, but we aren't going to have that song.
Because we don't know what's going to happen.
We don't know what's going to happen, okay? I'm Bill Evans, and I was volunteered to speak today about 20 minutes ago. But I do want to, first of all, to just think about Asha and, send her energy and send her love and everything that we can to her, because she was not feeling well. That's why she's not here today. So she was kind of under the weather. So we want to remember her. And then we're going to go into something which, what might happen. And we're going to look at her song, and we're going to ask ourselves those questions that are there in the song, and we're going to respond. What might happen if I give a bit more love? What might happen if you gave a little bit more love? You might get love back. Your love will grow. Yeah. What about you all? Huh? Okay. How do you love?
I love everybody.
There you go. Love everybody. What will happen if you share more compassion, express more joy?
You'll get more.
In other words, when you give, you get, huh? Is that why you give?
You might make somebody's day.
Might make someone's day. Even a smile can make someone's day. Yeah, that's right. What might happen?
Getting more compassion isn't necessarily getting it from someone else. And the more you give, the more you have to give.
The more you have, the more compassion that you can give. That's what I learned a long time ago, was that when you want something, give it away, and then you can realize, oh, I had it all along.
This is not ending.
Yeah, and it comes through you, and it grows that way. What might happen if I seek to see the good?
Eyes get wide open.
Have you ever tried to be in a group of people, for example, and look around at the people and to say, and to think to yourself, oh, gee, what about that person? I don't know, gosh, wow, that one's asleep. That one's a dog. Not you. You try to imagine what people are like. And at the same time, you can say, wow, that person must be really good. I like your beard. Wow, I can't grow a beard like that. Mine looks, just like this. I end up looking like a gnome, a garden gnome. Put on a red hat and be a garden gnome out there. But I do like things like that. You look at people and you see the good in them. And sometimes it's hard to see the good in them, but yeah, it's all right. Try a little bit harder and get that good. I'm just curious. Next slide. Whatever you focus on increases. That's right.
And if you're looking for good, then it's really easy to ignore negative.
By focusing on the good, then you can block out which is not good. Okay, let's go to the next slide. You want to do that? Thank you. What might happen when I really feel my pain? Let go of the story and assign no blame. Oh,
Light and
free and light. Float up. Maybe you can float up in the air, huh? I used to have these dreams all the time of levitating. I remember just recently, I was with a group of people in a dream, and I was kind of tired, so I just raised my feet up and just float. And the guys looked at me and said, how you do that? you just do it. And I think that's part of being good or assigning no blame. We always want to blame somebody. You know, when something happens at my house, you always blame, I didn't do it.
Guilty cry first.
I didn't do it. Wasn't me. Yeah. We do things like that, and you know, it's fun to maybe kind of tease at our house. When something happens, we always say George did it. We don't know who George is, but George did it. You know, he's the one that did it. He always, when we lived back in Kentucky, he was the one that we always blamed for everything, and he followed us up here somehow. George is everywhere. But assign no blame. Many times in my life, I've gone through the process of thinking, gee, I should have said this or I should have said that. And when someone was confronting me or something like that, everyone does that. I should have said this or should have said that. And you spend so much time thinking about that you're not focused on the present moment. You're focused upon the past. And you're blaming yourself for not thinking of that right at the moment. What if you assign no blame to yourself? Oh, that is a tough one, isn't it? Yes, it is a tough one. Assign no blame to yourself, because we don't really, as Jeshua says, we don't really make mistakes, but we're trying out something. We're experiencing things. And maybe you want to experience blame. Well, when you find out, what does it feel like? I don't like it. So change. Don't blame yourself. Change it. What might happen when I love right where I am?
Bill, I just wanted to say something about the first
Oh,
line.
go ahead.
I think it's really important for us in our spiritual journey to acknowledge our pain, to really acknowledge it and to be able to feel it and accept it. But beyond that, take a step towards it really is a gift to show us where we have some work to do. What is coming
Right.
up to be healed? So the pain is a gift and not another reason to assign.
Yes, pain is indeed a gift. As most of you know, you probably haven't met my son Josh. He lives with us, and he's paraplegic. And when he was young, he was invited to a swimming party, and he went. And he was at somebody's house. They had a pool and something, and he was, he couldn't walk, so he was in his bathing suit, and he crawled across the concrete that was there around the pool, and he scraped his legs all to pieces, but he didn't know it. He didn't know it because he couldn't feel it. Pain is a messenger to tell us things as well as a gift, so we know where to, I need to work on that. Yes, pain is indeed a gift.
So I think that the importance is again is that next piece, the role of the story. Yes. Not telling the story of whatever it is it's causing you to want. Sending out.
BA used to have that great song, tell your story 3 times, and after 3 times, don't ever tell it again. And that way you let go of it. Let go of it. And that there is something to that, really is. What might happen when I love right where I am? You ever heard that saying, bloom where you're planted?
Yes.
Bloom with love. Yeah, in the present moment. That's where we end up when we can be aware and have our consciousness right here, right now, in this moment. And when you can look at other people, look them in the eye, ooh. And truly, be present, whatever you're doing. Okay, next slide, please. I don't even know what these things say, Georgia. Okay. Oh, what might happen when I let go of the past? We just mentioned that. Let go of the past, and to know that the past is past, and the future is not yet here. So we're here right now. Although when you're outside of time, you know there's not even a now. There's no time. But that's beyond us. Okay, stop stressing about the future and I'm here at last. What might happen when I really live this moment? Lots of joy. Oh yeah, lots of joy.
No need to worry.
No need to worry.
Lots of surprises.
Lots of surprise. Yeah. I used to worry a whole lot. I was a worrier, not a warrior, but a worrier. That's my Kentucky accent. But it just came a time when I realized, I spent an awful lot of time worrying, but nothing ever comes of it. So why spend that? That's wasting time. Let's take that time and do something positive with it. That's a way to look at it.
Worry is a negative affirmation.
Oh, worry is a negative affirmation. I hadn't heard that one before. But you're right. It is. And our affirmations are what we tell ourselves, our self-talk. This is what goes out into the universe. And it is what the universe hears. And that's what comes back to us. Tenfold, hundredfold. Jesus talked about that. Yeah. And shameless plug. If you take my consciousness class that I'm teaching from Oak Ridge University, you'll know more about this and know how it works, and that we talk about things. Anyway, okay. It starts this Friday, so you have to get online and register right now. Yeah. Okay. Commercial over. Okay. What might happen when I really live this moment? This very moment. Wow. To live.
It's the wow factor.
It is a wow factor. This moment is, it can go on forever. And it does. You ever had those times when you're doing something and you're so engrossed in it that time flies, or else it seems you're a little kid and you're waiting for Christmas? And you wait. Yes, it drags on. Time can vary depending upon whether we're living in the moment or whether we're just so busy we can't do, we don't know what we're doing, essentially. This past week, I was so busy, had to do this, had to do that, had to do everything else like that. And gosh, I wasn't living in the moment. And so the universe said, we're going to teach you to live in a moment. We're going to make you the speaker today so you don't know what you're going to do until you live right now. You do. You become more alive. I could sit back there behind that computer and just punch a button. But instead, wow, I'm here and I'm seeing you all, and I'm seeing your faces, your smiles, your frowns, and depending on how you feel at the moment, and it all depends. We can feel different ways. But I don't know, and I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm really curious. Well, I think we know. I think we do know the answer to all those questions. Is there another slide, Merlin? Oh, okay. What might happen when I walk my path in trust, open to life, and feel it all? Whoa, yeah. What might happen? You know, when there's a period in your life where things are going bad, and you know that's, you know, it's going to go wrong, or something has happened. Maybe someone's, you know, in your life. You got to work through it. You go through it. You face it, and you go through it. You're going to say something.
Yeah. You know, whatever happens, it's going to be okay.
Whatever happens is going to be okay. And sometimes it may not seem okay at the time, but it will be okay in the longer run, because the longer run is the bigger picture. And often we're just so narrow-minded, and so our sight is like this, that we don't see the bigger picture. So, what might happen when I remember who or what I am?
Time to get off
That's one idea. Get off the stop the world. I want to get off. But, you know, those of us who are old know that one.
I become me, and when I'm me, I'm much more
When you
not
be,
what I think
right.
everybody or other
When you are authentic, when you are in what they call integrous, which is integrity within, and you're expressing who you are indeed where you ought to be.
You don't have to pretend to be anything. Just
Right.
work on just being your own authentic self. It's a good exercise all the time.
It is. You know, I discovered that when I was dating, always trying to impress the girl and trying to be who I wasn't, and yeah, it's like, you know, one date I had a girl, and I was introducing her to a friend that we met, and I gave the wrong name. Whoops. Yeah. But I realized when I got ready to think about getting married, I realized, you know, there's one girl that I don't have to impress. I just am who I am with her, and she's now my wife. So yeah, you're right.
I think when you start to remember who you are, it's all about God. I like to think of it in terms of I am, you are, God is, that's all.
Right. I am, you are, God is. All the same statement. That's true. That's very true. You know, I've talked in front of people at church before, 40 some odd years. Once or twice, yes. And I have to admit that you are the most enlightened group that I think I have ever known, because you are so much, you just know it. It's intuitive within you, or whatever. And it is a joy to speak in front of you, and it's a joy to be part of you. And it's just a wonder to me. I'm just so thankful that people like you exist in the world. Wow. There's hope.
Right back at you.
Thank you. So, is there any more slides on this? Oh, there it is. That must be the main slide. That's the slide for meditation. So why don't we just kind of take a deep breath, get comfortable, and know that you are Just take that within yourself. You are. That being itself is what you are. We can say you're love, that you're an individual, but still, at the very basis, is your existence, your beingness. You're not necessarily a certain gender or a certain name, but it is your beingness behind all of that. That is who and what you really are. Something that continues no matter what the outer form of the body may look like. Or maybe it doesn't have an outer form. It can still continue. Because you are. God is. We are one. So take a deep breath. And to know that deep down, we are one. Thank you. Thank you.